Hello, so for today's video, this is my 2020 favourites. So this makeup look right here will be in tomorrow's video, and that is showing you like all the products I'm using are my 2020 favourites. So it's just so you can see why I love it and not just talk about it. Does that make sense? I kind of just like that vibe. It's what I done last year as well, and yeah, so I thought I'd do it again. This look took me a hot minute to get there. So I was like, that video should only be short, but I got a feeling it's going to be long because I've done a lot of mistakes and there was a lot of things I wasn't happy with and the whole big thing. So anyway, yes, let's start. So I'm going to typically sort of go through how I would do a face, I guess. So I'm going to do brows first. So I first of all have the Revolution Brow Tint. I love this so much. I think it was like £4. It is so good. I know Maybelline do one, but Maybelline is like pretty expensive from the drugstore. Like Makeup Revolution, they're that bitch. Like with the drugstore, I feel like everyone's like, oh, I need something from the drugstore. Immediately I'm just like, what does Makeup Revolution do? Yeah, this is really, really good. I'll try and link a video where I used it. I think I have one where I used it for the first time and I just love it. I haven't got it on at the minute because I don't use it all the time, but like if I'm like going out, which obviously at the minute we're not, then I'm like, yeah, I'll put a brow tint on because like it's so easy to get a quick brow with it. Like if you struggle to do brows, I know I do, you'll love this because you can just put it on and you have full brows like instantly. So good. I really recommend this. The lightest shade they do is Taupe, and Taupe is even a little bit too dark for me, so just go like a bit of a lighter hand with it, but honestly so good. And then we also have the Revolution Soap Brow. So I don't know if you've ever seen one of these before, but they literally, mine's like really beat up. I love it. Even got like a little dent in it. It's literally just soap for your brows. I have it obviously in today, and it just like pushes them out and like makes this like fluffy brow appearance. And this is £4, which is really great if you're like testing it out and you're like, I'm unsure, like, because I know obviously other companies, I think like Iconic London and Patrick Tar, they all have one, but theirs go from like £16 to £22 versus like £4. Or you could even get a bar of soap, like that's meant to do the trick. But I feel like this is just so easy because it's just compact. You can just close it up and throw it in your handbag. Like a bar of soap, like it's just, to me it's like so awkward. It's like, where you're going to put it and stuff. So yeah, I do really love this. At first I was a bit like unsure, but now it's like can't live without it. Next up we have the NYX brow pencil. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this last year as well. Like this is just such a good brow pencil. Like you've done me no wrong through this entire year. Like it's so good. But a close call is the Revolution one as well. It's like the micro fine brow pencil. They all look the same. It is really good. I think I have that in blonde and this is in taupe. That is a very close call, but I feel like I've used this like more this year, and I'm pretty sure I used one as well, so I feel like NYX has to get there. But the Revolution one, she's close, like she's like almost there. Probably next year she'll be coming in. And then I had the Glossier brow flick as well. At first I was a bit like, oh, I don't particularly love this, but when you brush up your brows and then fill in with a flick, it looks so nice. I'm really impressed with this. Brown is a little bit too dark for me. I can make it work, but as long as you don't shake it and go really aggressive, because if you're really aggressive, a brown can get everywhere. Like I had a bit over here, like I was like flicking it through and I was like, oh, that's like really dark. So I think that's my mistake. I need to go blonde. I was like, yeah, brown's fine because they have like blonde, brown, black, and I think now red. So yeah, I was like, brown will be okay, like blonde's too light, but now I'm thinking blonde's going to be perfect. So once this runs out, I will go to blonde. But it works. It's just obviously be careful with it. Like when I know I'm going to use blonde, I can go as harsh as I want and it'll be a lot better for my brows. But yeah, I really love that. It's so easy. You just flick it in and it's good to go. I know Urban Decay have one, and Urban Decay one sounds really good, so I might purchase that. But the Glossier one, I mean, I have no complaints. I think it's really good. Then we have Glossier Boy Brow, and this is also in brown, but I like it in brown. I literally use it for the front of my eyebrows just to add like a bit more colour and not to really define them, because I don't like my brows to be really defined at the front. I just like a bit of brow boy just to like brush them up and add a bit of colour and add a bit of life to them. So yeah, I really love this. I was like, this and Benefit are like basically the same thing. Like I love the Benefit Give Me Brow, but I don't know, there's just something a little bit different about this to me. Like you don't obviously need both, like, but my Benefit one's like pretty much dry, like she's gone, she's used up, and this has sort of replaced it. Like I'm like, if this was to run out, I'd purchase this rather than another Benefit one. But yeah, really, really good. Then for eyeshadow primers is the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. I've literally only just jumped on board with this. Like everyone's like, I know like years and years ago people used to rave about it, and I'm like, I ain't spending all that money on an eye primer, like it just ain't happening. But this is so good. The issue I have is that I have very oily eyelids, and things tend to like smudge, especially certain shimmers in certain palettes, like the Pat McGrath eyeshadow palettes, like the shimmers literally just want to crease and go oily on me. This does help, but it doesn't help as much. I think my eyelids are just too oily for Pat McGrath eyeshadow palettes. But this is really, really good, and it cancels out like everything on the eyes, which I wasn't really bothered about years ago, but now I kind of enjoy because I feel like you have that flat canvas. Yeah, so I'm glad I finally got it. Yeah, it literally just looks like so. You just take a brush, or you could take your finger if you wanted to, but I feel like it just gets a bit messy. Pat it on and you're good to go. It just blends out really quick. You just go boom, 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 and it's done. Yeah, I feel like she was loved, and yeah, I think it was Taylor Wynn that talked about it. She was like, it will always be a favourite, like it's so good. And I was like, do you know what, fine, like I'll give it a go. And yeah, I'm really happy that I did. It is so good. So for eyeshadow palettes, we have the Friends Revolution. This, I think this is like the ultimate palette. It doesn't say on it, it's literally the only one that looks like this. So when you open it up, it's a metal tin, by the way. She looks like so. So you get 3 highlighters down the centre, and then you have all these eyeshadows, and this really, really impressed me. I was super happy with this. So she is a bit on the expensive side as well. She is £20, but I feel like because you're getting the highlighters in there as well, like you could skip highlighters because these are beautiful. I don't know if you know, but Makeup Revolution have a sister brand called I Heart Revolution, and is literally like the same formula situation as those. Like they come off super creamy. I'll show you, and they just look so pretty, like so soft, not chunky. They just blend out like really well. Yeah, so pretty. I'm really, really impressed with this palette. I'll link the video where I've done like the full Friends series, like I've done everything. Obviously if you don't want to spend like £20, I recommend the Monica palette out of the other 3, but if you're like eyeing up Rachel's really good. But Phoebe, I did not like Phoebe at all. But this is so beautiful. Like you have your greens, you have your oranges, your pinks, like it's like deep but a little bit like yeah, I really do enjoy this. I am going to do a look soon, like a full face of like drugstore makeup, like full glam, and I'm definitely using this palette. It is so good. I'm really, really impressed with this. They have another one out that's like Forever Flawless Limitless, whatever, like their thing, you know, that they do, and it looks of the same like layout and stuff, and it looks beautiful. And I was like, do I need that? Probably not, but am I gonna get it? Yes. And then the next palette we have is Strawberry Dream. So this is from Lunar Beauty, and this is what I have on my eyes today, and I love this palette so much. It is so beautiful. Literally, like, I don't know if you can see the gold shade. I'll try and get a bit closer. It's like cracked. I literally dipped my brush in it and it like broke apart. That's how soft these shimmers are. This is such a gorgeous shade. It has like a blue shift, so pretty on the eyes. You probably will need a glitter primer with it though, because it like gets glitter everywhere. But everything about this palette is just so gorgeous. Like, yeah, just look at it. Minute's over. And it also smells like strawberries. I'm not even being dramatic. Like, I don't know if you know, but there in Toy Story 3 there was a bear. I can't remember his bloody name. I literally have him on my shelf somewhere, and he used to smell like strawberries. This is what this smells like. Yeah, such a beautiful palette. Every time I want to do an eyeshadow look, like, and I'm like not in the mood but kind of want to do it, I think, oh, I'll pick up Lunar Beauty, you know, Strawberry Dream, because she's good to me. And like pinks and things like that, I love those sort of colours. This gold shade, by the way, is God, gorgeous, like mixed with this one. Oh, so stunning. Like, I love this. Yeah, so beautiful. Really love this. So I don't have a favourite mascara. I did love the L'Oreal Double Extension in Waterproof. It's like dried up, and I'm like, like now it's finished, I'm like, would I repurchase you? Don't know, probably move on to something else. So I'm not overly fussed by mascaras, but the one I've been using is the KVD Go Big or Go Home, if you're wondering. She is really, really nice, but she smudges, so she just gets a few points down, so that's why she's not a favourite. So my favourite lashes are the unicorn lashes in Cherry Top. Pretty sure I mentioned these last year. These are so good. Obviously they're what I have on now and it's what's in the packet, so you can see the style. Yeah, I love these, like that short but winged out effect. They're super fluttery. I just ordered another 2 pairs, so yeah, I'm pretty sure I've gone through like 4 pairs this year. These are nearly wear and tearing, so it's going to be like 5. Actually no, this year, we're in 2021 now, aren't we? So no, it was 4 pairs last year. But yeah, so gorgeous. I love them. I just bought, I don't know if you can see somewhere here. No, my Mrs. Pot is covering it. I just bought another like 5 different styles because I want to try and get away from Cherry Top, because every time I'm like in a bad mood, like lashes aren't going on, I'm like, just give me Cherry Top because that's all I want. But yeah, like they just, the way they sit, everything about them, like they just, you pop them on and they're so easy to apply. That's why I love them as well, because you literally like, I don't know if they've curled them different or what, but it just like, just go boom and it like just fits your eyes perfect. I love these, so gorgeous. I love you. And then we have some like little shimmers and stuff. So I have the Glisten Cosmetics wet liners, so I have a bunch of these. You'll probably see, well, if you're new here then you won't have seen me, but if you previously watched, you'll see me use these throughout the whole year. Like I have loads of them. They also have like split liner ones as well at the minute as well. Super, super cute. I love these. These are just, yeah, they're great. They're wet liners. They're better to me, in my opinion, than the SUVA, I believe they're called. And they're a little indie company. They do, yeah, they do like loads of colours. I'm not even joking. Like if you're like, I'm after a certain green, they'll do it. So yeah, I have like this. Like I have white. I don't think I have black here. I don't think I picked up black. But then I have like greens and blues and baby blues and mints and baby pinks, and yeah, so beautiful. Love these, so good. Then we have like these pigments from Kyliner Cosmetics. So this is in the shade Glamour. I have a few of these, but they do amazing products. I need to pick up more. They have like these ones at the minute, like flakes, and they look so good, so I will be picking those up soon. But they just do amazing products. Like I love this, super shimmery, super pretty. Yeah, just another great indie brand yet again. I love these so much, really good. I feel like I have to mention Kiss lashes as well. These are so good. They are the best drugstore lashes ever. Like I'm not even being dramatic. Like it goes Kiss, Eyelaw, Ardell. There's just something about the way Kiss lashes sit. Like they're always like 10 out of 10 to me. Like they're never, like they're affordable, but they never look cheap. They never feel cheap. I love the Naked Drama collection. So these are the style Organizer, and I love Val as well. And I feel like I have to mention Lash Glue because it's super important. Also the Kiss Lash Glue. This is so good. This is the best lash glue I've ever used in my whole experience. Yeah, it's just so easy to use this. Like it just sticks well, everything about it. Like everyone's like, oh, Duo Lash Glue. I'm like, who? No, never again would I buy that. I'm pretty sure I have like a full tub. I've used it like once or twice. It just does nothing. Like it doesn't stick. I've even tried to like put it on the lash box to stick the lashes back in, and it does nothing. Like it's just garbage compared to this. Like this is so good. Like more people need to use this. I went through like, because obviously you get glue in the lashes, and I went through like all 4 or 3 of those. I was like just pulling them out of the lash boxes that I like bought, and then eventually I was just like, okay, they're all gone. I need to buy a full one, and I'm pretty sure this is nearly gone. I need to get another one. Honestly, like really good lash glue. Like highly recommend. Then for eyeliner, I have the Kylie and Grinch eyeliner. So this is in the shade Olive, and I feel like this is cheating because 1, it was limited edition, so you can't get it no more, and 2, I've literally used it 3 times, but this is how impressed I am by this. So the only thing that's limited edition is the fact that it's olive. Obviously you can get any olive green eyeliner any way you want, but I'm so impressed that I've actually ordered it in black. Like I hardly buy from Kylie Cosmetics, but I was so impressed with the Grinch collection that I went out, bought a new Kyliner liquid pen in black and a lip kit that you get the lip liner and the lipstick. The lipsticks are so good. But yeah, this just glides on, like you literally go boom boom, and I have a one wing eyeliner in like 3 minutes. Usually it takes me like 3 minutes just to do the front part of it. So good. I'm like usually a gel eyeliner girl, like I love the Inglot one, but this has really impressed me. Like I love it, like just in love so much. So good. Oh, beautiful. So moving on to face now. I'm pretty sure that was everything for eyes. If I forgot something, I'll mention it. But this is the Nip and Fab a Rose Gold Essence. Pretty sure I mentioned this last year and the year before. I love this. The thing I don't like about primers is like porcelain primers. To me, they are so like gimmicky. Like they just don't do nothing. Like I apply it and I'm just like, you've done absolutely nothing to my skin. So that's why I really like hydrating ones. This is so good. Like it's just got nice like gold flecks in it for starters. Yeah, you can't really see it in there because even I can't and I'm blind, but yeah, you can see like a few in there just like floating around, but you don't really get them on the face, which is nice. So you're not like picking gold bits off your skin all day. It like just sort of like mushes in. Yeah, really really good. Obviously I know Farsali like do a similar one, but I tried a Farsali product once. Like it's in the green bottle. Instantly broke me out and I was like, yeah, I don't know if I can risk trying a product from you if you're going to do that, because you're like 50 quid and I'm just like, this is 15, you know. And even then, like I usually get it on sale. I get it anywhere between 7.50 to a tenner. Yeah, I love this so much. I just tried recently, I think it's like Unicorn Magic or something. That's really nice, but it has glitter in it, so I'm not like huge on it. Like I'd recommend this to anything, like anything to anyone, because you know it doesn't have that glitter in there, because a lot of people hate glitter. I mean, I'm not overly bothered if I'm going like, say like this kind of eye look and I'm gonna apply glitter and glitter in my highlighter and stuff. I don't really mind glitter, you know. But obviously some people like detest it, don't want it in their makeup, but this is, yeah, it doesn't do that and it's really really good. They recently just come out with a bunch of like vitamin C's and things like that, which I haven't tried yet, but I will pick that up. But I just recently picked up the e.l.f. like hydrating one, which sounded really really nice, so I want to give that a try before I go and buy a different one. But this is so good. Like I just forever will love you. You're just hydrating, you're everything I want in a primer. Mwah. Thank you. Thank you for being there through everything, through 2020, through thick and thin. You're my baby. So next we have foundation. So I have the Pure 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie foundation. This is good. This is what I have on right now. How good does my skin look? 10 out of 10. 10, right? Yeah, so I have LG3, which is like my fair shade, and then TG3, which would be self tanner, but I mix them to get this because my self tanner just isn't this dark. Yeah, they do 100 shades, which is really really nice. I don't know like what their bronzers and blushes are like. I don't think, no, I have got a bronzer, but I'm pretty sure they only have like 3 bronzers in the range, which isn't great. Like I know companies are doing well with the foundations, but we want to see like more contours and more bronzers and more blushes, you know, for like deeper skin girls. You know, like it's fine to do foundation, but they're not going to walk around with just foundation, because I mean, if I done that, I know how flat my face looks with just foundation on and nothing else. Like it's so weird. So I wish like companies would sort of adhere to that a little bit, especially Pure. But the foundation is really really good. I love it. Like it just, everything about it, it's full coverage, it's flawless, it doesn't cakey, just everything you want in a foundation. And I feel like foundation is really hard to impress me. I'm like, yeah, I like this, it's fine, you know, I'll use it now and then, but like if I know I'm going out and I'm going, it's always going to be one of the good foundations that I've loved. So yeah, really really good. Love the Pure one. Hourglass Vanish foundation stick. I love this with my whole heart. This over the Pure, last year asked me that and I would have said yes, but this year I'm not too sure. I feel like they're like just like here's Hourglass and like here's Pure, like they're matched together. I mentioned this, I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this throughout all of my favourite videos. It is such a good foundation stick, like the best of the best. I love it so much. It makes my skin look flawless in photography, in daylight, in a hot mess. It is just such a good foundation. It's not full coverage, it's like medium to full. So if you wanted to go a bit lighter, you could with this. I feel like pure you can't unless you probably like mix it in with a like moisturizer kind of situation, because like you put a little dabble on, it's just full to the max. So I feel like if you're like more medium, you're gonna love the Hourglass one. Yeah, just flawless, like such flawless skin with this, and you've seen my skin, it ain't flawless. Yeah, really, really good. Next up we have concealer. So then we have the Cover FX Power Play Concealer. Pretty sure I mentioned this last year as well. This is just so good. It beats Tarte by a mile. Like I feel like everyone's like, yeah, Tarte Shape Tape, please for the love of God try this out and then tell me if you still love Tarte Shape Tape, because this just is so good compared to that. Yeah, it doesn't look dry, it doesn't look cakey, it's just good concealer. It's not like full coverage, like you're gonna still see a little bit, but I'm not mad about that. Obviously you can go in with like loads more and you get full coverage, but I don't mind having a little bit of like skin poking through now and then, you know, like that's okay, like we have skin. So yeah, I love this, so good. Then I have the Hourglass. I think this is the Vanish Seamless Concealer, I believe. This is like full coverage, so if you're like, I don't want full, but I want like a little bit more medium, go for this one because you're going to get less coverage. But this is like full to the max, like it's so good. You put it on and you're just like, whoa, you can tell it's full, but it blends out like a dream. Yeah, again, it's all things you want in a concealer, like doesn't crease, doesn't bunch up, doesn't look weird, doesn't oxidize, just really, really good. Can't believe I have 3 concealers this year. Usually I have like 2. I still love the Colourpop No Filter Concealer, but I feel like I talk about it all the time. Same with Cover FX. I don't know, I always mention the same stuff, but I am like a creature of habit. But this, oh my god, there must be crack in this because it is so good. Holy crap. I love this so much. It's the concealer I have on right now, and like my eyes just, I love it. Like it is so good. Like not even for drugstore concealer, just concealer in general. Like I highly recommend this so much. I don't know if 010 Vanilla is their fairest shade or not. I haven't looked, but I can't wear this when I'm pale because it literally just blends into my skin, like it's basically my skin shade. So if they do a light shade, I will be picking it up. I want this in every shade possible that I can get my hands on. Yeah, it just blends out like a dream. Even if it like, because what I do with concealer is I put it on, I wait for it to dry, and then I blend it out. Even if you like wait for it to dry and it's still like, it's not as wet, it just blends out like a dream still. Like you just like boom 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 and it's done. Yeah, I love this so much. Like Revlon, you really smashed it with this concealer. I want to try the foundation as well. I hear good things about the foundation, and if it's anything like the concealer, I'm all for it. So yeah, really, really recommend this concealer over the Cover FX one. That's up to you, I don't know, but like if you're like, I want like a good concealer and I don't want to spend too much, this is so good. But even if you're like, I want a good concealer and I want to spend a fortune, don't even waste your time, just get this one. Yeah, so good. Better than Cover FX, I don't know, like they're like, all of these 3 like match, maybe like you know, like these are in line and then this is like a little bit better, you know, like just a little bit. Yeah, really, really good concealers, all of these. Then we have some face under eye situation powders. So first of all, this is the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder for under eyes. I love this. I feel like it just really brightens the under eyes. It's so weird. I was like, this is going to do nothing. I hate the other, like the OG, like, do you know that comes in the big one that's for your face? Not for me, but this is so good. Obviously it's just for the under eyes, and I do typically use it on the under eyes. Yeah, like I said, it just brightens, and it's so different. Like it's a completely like 180 compared to the other one to me. Yeah, the other one I feel like was just very dry and like weird. Like what I wanted from the other one is what I was expecting from this. This is so good. I know it's like quite expensive for how much you get, but obviously if you're using it on the under eyes, this is going to take you forever to go through. Yeah, really, really good. Like I said, just brightens and just, yeah, just sets and doesn't do anything weird. Then we have the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Airbrush Flawless Finish. I like to say the long name. It's like Complexion Perfecting Micro Powder, but I'm pretty sure everyone knows what the Airbrush Flawless Finish powder is. literally just looks like so. Oh my god, where have you been all my life? I can see that I've made like a small dent in it. Yeah, this is so good. So I do have the shade 1, and 1 is pretty versatile actually. Like I have self-tanner on now, and this works fine because it's like weird. It's like got a hint of colour, but it's not too much colour. Does that make sense? I'm pretty sure they have a few shades now. Like Charlotte Tilbury have been doing really good. Their foundations I'm pretty sure have like 42 shades, and then even their bronzers, they come out with like new bronzers I think this year, and it had like a good shade range. Like Charlotte Tilbury's like up in her game with it, and obviously we really appreciate it. But I feel like we shouldn't praise brands for doing the bare minimum though as well. So well done Charlotte, but I'm not going to give you praise no more. But yeah, this powder is just really good. It's so fine. Literally, like it says, airbrush flawless finish. That's what you're going to get. Yeah, so good. I feel like if you have dry skin, you'll really love this as well, just to set, because it doesn't do a lot. It just looks like skin, and it just looks good, you know? Like, it's not like, oh, this looks dry, or oh, this looks too dewy. It's just set, flawless skin. Yeah, so good. Next up we have the RCMA contour palette. So I just picked up the mini one because they do like a large one, but it's like hella expensive, and I was like, let me just try this because it's only me, you know, like I don't need a big ass pan, like I'm not a makeup artist, clearly. So yeah, I love this, especially like the contour shades. These I use from time to time, but I use like a little bit and then I'll put like concealer on top. Yeah, it's just everything about this. It just blends out well. They're super creamy, just everything you want in a contour. Like I have it on today, but I have like other stuff on top. But it just adds like this nice like hint of like bronze. Not bronze because it's contour. I'm trying to think of the right words to say here. Yeah, it just looks good, you know, like it just blends into the skin and you're like, oh, like I look contoured, but like, you know, like a little bit more natural, but not too natural. It's weird, like it's just so good. Like I honestly really recommend it. Obviously just go for the small one if it's just you. If you want to just test it out, don't go for the big one, because if you don't like it, well then you're going to be ruined. So yeah, really good. I love this. Next up we have the KVD Shade and Light palette. I feel like I haven't mentioned this in ages. I feel like the reason why I didn't talk about KVD is because she owned it back then and now she doesn't own it anymore. So I feel like I can fall in love again with KVD products, and I have just fallen back in love with this. So obviously she looks like this, and the contour and just everything about it. I literally use like these 4 shades. So I usually mix the contour in with like the brightening one, just to like almost dim it down a little bit, and it's not too heavy. So if you feel like you're struggling, I do that with like every contour, because most of the time they do come with a light shade, and I don't typically use the light shade for like under eyes or anything. So I like mix it all in together, and I just feel like it just blends it out so much better. Yeah, really good palette. I feel like I just haven't talked about this in ages, but when she was like, I'm no longer like with Kat Von D, I was like, Shade and Light palette, come back out my drawer, you're being used. Yeah, really good. So for bronzers, I literally only have one, and this has really impressed me. So this is the Maybelline City Bronzer, and I have the shade medium warm 250. So this is a bronzer and contour powder, but I feel like it's just good as a bronzer. Like I wouldn't really just use it on its own for contour as well per se. I'm trying to open this up so I can show you a bit better. So this is what she looks like. So good, like just blends into the skin, looks so dreamy on the skin. Really impressed me. The other one that I love, I mentioned it last year, and the reason why I didn't is because I have this, but the BH Cosmetics I use the shade Golden Girl. It's the Brilliance bronzer. Is so good as well. Like if you're looking for like 2 different options, you can get both of these actually from Beauty Bay if you wanted to look on one site. So good. I'm so impressed with this. It just, yeah, like I said, literally just blends into the skin. It's dreamy, it's beautiful. I love it. So for highlighter, I feel like every year I mention Ochre highlighters, but they are so good. So I'm mentioning the shade Glazed Donut because it is the one I use the most through this year. But every shade that they do is brilliant. Pillow Talk, I just recently got one. I think it's Star Island, I believe that's what it's called. Really good as well, but like I said, she's my most used. So this was in collaboration with Nikki Tutorials, and I just love this so much. I'm like, what highlight do I want to use today? I'm just like glazed donut, because where it's a white shade, I feel like it just goes with everything because it's just plain white. Like you could have like this eye look on and a white highlighter and you'd be good to go. Yeah, I just love this, and I do really love this shade. Yeah, just they are blinding, so it's not for the faint-hearted, but they're like not like glittery or anything. They just look like really nice, lots of highlight, you know, really pretty. I just love it. Obviously it's like the older packaging, it changed. Let me show you the new packaging. The new packaging's so much better. Let me find it. So obviously this is the old one, and then this is the new one. So yeah, this is Star Island. This is what she looks like. She's beautiful. So yeah, I do prefer the new packaging. Really nice actually. But yeah, I love those. So good. Then we have the Jordana Tissa Cosmetics. So this is the Face and Sparkle, and this is in the shade Glass Slipper. I recently picked up another shade that's like that icy white again, because I feel like this looks better on when I got a bit of self tanner. In my fair shade, I feel like it works, but I feel like the other one's going to be so much better. So you get a cream and you get a little mirror as well, which is cute. So obviously you put the cream on first and get a more softer look. So I have that in the inner corner and I have it down my nose. I think you can see it there. You can see it's like very soft, very natural. And then on the face, obviously you can see it's very blinding. So I have the cream and then you twist it and you get a powder. These are so good, by the way, like really good. I feel like they're very like versatile as well. So say if you're like, I just want a softer, you know, look today, you can just go in with the cream. Or you're like, I really want to amp it up, cream and powder. Or you're like, I just want a little bit of powder, go with the powder. That's why I feel like they're worth it, because you can only have like one and like you'd be good, like you'd be set for natural and for extra makeup. I love these are so good. I did pick up the Iron Sparkle when I bought this, but I haven't used them yet, but hopefully I'll use them soon. But yeah, so good. I really recommend this. So good. Then for blush, we have the Melt Cosmetics blushes. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this last year as well, but this is in the shade Cali Dream, and I do have Honey Thief, and I love Honey Thief, but Cali Dream is that peachy blush. I love a peachy blush. Like, she is my girl. She is my one true love. So yeah, I love this so much. There's nothing to say about it. It's a good blush, and I feel like if you picked any shade you wouldn't be disappointed. I know I only have two, but they are both so amazing. It's just Cali Dream's like my bitch. I love her. Yeah, such a good blush. Then we have Lunar Beauty. I say Moon Prisms blush, but I think it's Moon Prims blush. I think I've been saying it wrong all this time. This is obviously a blush palette, and this is what she looks like. So just everything about this is so good. Like, everything Manny has done is just so good to me. Like, I love this so much. I feel like it's just, you get a mixture of shades. Like, you get your peachy, you get your more neutrals, you get your little bit darkers. Yeah, really gorgeous palette. And for starters, like, I don't think I mentioned it with the Strawberry Dream palette, but the packaging, like, how gorgeous is this? Like, that 3D effect, so pretty. Like, you can just see like he's put his heart and soul into it, and I just, oh yeah, I love this so much, and I can't wait to get the new palette he has. I can't for the life of me think what it is. I'll link like a picture. It's almost like it's Strawberry Dreams, like older, bolder sister. And he has like brushes with it as well, and like more liquid lipsticks. I don't think the brushes are on Beauty Bay. Like, I don't know if they're going to be coming to Beauty Bay. If not, I'll probably just, should I buy more brushes? Probably not, but I'll probably end up buying them anyway, because it's like Lunar Beauty and it's Manny. So yeah, really good palette. Love it. Soft is what I have on the face right now. What do I have? I took Stargaze and I took Pink Moon. I love Pink Moon. And just got this really soft effect. Super pretty. Yeah, I love it so much. Just blends out like a dream. Can't do nothing wrong. Then for like finishing sprays, I have the Revolution Hyaluronic Hydrating Essence Spray in Pink Grapefruit. Pretty sure I mentioned this last year. I think this is maybe my second or third bottle. Basically, I always say this is like MAC Fix Plus, but 10 times cheaper and 10 times better. Yeah, it just spritzes onto the face and just sort of like melts into the skin, like just melts all those powders in and just makes everything like feel softer and just, yeah, just adds more like hydration. I feel like just so good. I love it. I will repurchase this many times. Then for setting sprays, I have the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. I do still really love the Urban Decay one, but I've used this like non-stop. I bought up like, no, I bought 3 because I was running out of one, and now I'm on this and like this is nearly gone. And I still have 2 backups. This is how much I love the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. Just goes so soft, like just, it's like nothing's there. It's so good. Yeah, I love this. Yeah, again, it's just like, it's just almost like a finishing, you know, like it just melts everything in. Everything's so beautiful. Nothing can go wrong. Yeah, really good. Love it. Now we have lips, and that's basically it. So for lip liners, I have the Patrick Tar. This is the Precision Lip Crayon, and She's Humble. And the reason why I'm mentioning the shade is because this is the shade I've used the most this year. I do have a few others. I think I have like She's Single and something else. Really beautiful, but She's Humble is just like that perfect nude. The only thing that annoys me is it's like not twisty. You have to click it up. So if you click it up too much, obviously it can't go back in. So I don't go like nuts with it. That's the only annoying thing, but I can look past that for how good this is. Yeah, it just glides on, just so beautiful. This is the only lip liner I've mentioned because it's the only one that I've really loved and truly used. The Rimmel one's actually really good. But I feel like, yeah, I feel like if I'm going to choose one, it's going to be the Patrick Tar. Like, I'm not really a lip liner kind of gal. I do enjoy them from time to time, but yeah, I love these. Really good. Then for lipsticks, we have the Ochre liquid lipstick. So this is in the shade Sao Paulo. It's what I have on right now. I love Sao Paulo with my whole heart. I feel like she's running out. I need to get a new one. Like, that's how much I love her. Like, I've gone through her a lot. All of the Ochre liquid lipsticks are bomb. If you go from nude to red to pink, whatever, they are all good. I mention Ochre liquid lipsticks, I'm pretty sure, like every year now, because they are the best, and I mean this, the best liquid lipsticks out there. They are comfortable, they're not drying, they last a long time, so beautiful. Like, I went out to dinner, I think this was last year, and I had Ochre red lip, oh god, can't get my words out, Ochre's red liquid on, and then I had a gloss on top, which is like the Jouer Sweetheart or something. And I like ate dinner, I had a drink and stuff, and my lipstick was still on, and I was like, I know that ain't the Jouer stuff because that stuff's like gone, like it's a gloss, and it was the Ochre liquid lipsticks, and I praise about them all the time, like they're so good. Everyone's like, oh, what liquid? Ochre, always. Then we have like a bullet lipstick. So this is from Spectrum, and this is the Zodiac collection. So the shade I have here is Nova. I can't find Element, but I love Element with my whole heart. Like, she is that girl for me. Like, she will always be that girl. Like, I'm like, I don't know what to wear. It's usually Ochre Sao Paulo or Spectrum in Element. So good. I love all the shades. Well, actually, no. There was one I didn't particularly love, and that was Cosmo. Only because of the shade. There was nothing wrong with the formula. The formula was great. It's just that really, like, Barbie pink, and that's just not my vibe. I like a nude or a peach. I love a peach. Or like a pinky nude. Oh, no, that sort of vibe. But these are so good. Yet again, like a matte lip. They don't last like really long, but I don't really expect them to. Like, not like an Ochre liquid lipstick, because it's literally a liquid lipstick. But these, yeah, again, feel super comfortable on the lips. Nothing wrong with them. I love these. You can buy them in a bundle or you can buy them individual. I think the bundle comes with 5. You get 4 mattes and 1 metallic. But if you're like, I only want one, either go for Nova or Element, like that pink or that brownie nude. But if you love a red, they've got red in there as well. So good. So for glosses, I have the Patrick Tar. These are the, I think they're like the Major Glow Lip glosses. And this is in the shade She's Expensive. I mean, I'm a gloss girl, so I'm just going to rave about it like till the break of dawn. But yeah, so good. I have a few of these. I think I have like maybe 2 or 3. yeah, this one's so gorgeous. And then there's like a pinky one, I think it's behind me somewhere, I don't know if you can see it. Really, really beautiful as well. It's like this soft, oily, like glossy lip. Yeah, obviously you can see all like the shimmer in there, just super pretty. And it's minty as well, which I actually really do appreciate. Don't get me wrong, I love a birthday cake scent, but mint is just something different, and mint like plumps the lips a little bit as well, so you get that added plumpness. Yeah, really, really good. I love it. Patrick Tar has like amazing lip products. Next up we have Lunar Beauty. I feel like Lunar Beauty is just the star of this year, of last year. So this is in the shade Starlight, but also love Celine. Celine is so good. So this is like a pinky shade, and like when I pull this out, can you just see this? It smells so good as well. It is a little bit too much, like just a little bit. Like I love a birthday cake vanilla sort of scent, but this is very strong. So if you're like sensitive to scents, I would be a bit careful. But to me it's like worth it because of the formula, because of the colours, everything. Like it is such a good gloss. Like it just glides on. Like the Patrick Tar one, I said it's like that oily sort of lip gloss. This is like extra oily, like extra juicy, extra glossy, so good. Yeah, and the packaging, yet again, 10 out of 10. Everything he does is just like, he just has an eye for it, you know, like everything. What's the word? Can't even say it. Aesthetically pleasing. Yeah, so good. I love these, and I'm just gonna, yeah, they do smell good. And then last up we have the Makeup Revolution and Friends gloss. So this is in the shade Rachel, and the reason why I'm mentioning Rachel is because it's clear and it's beautiful. Yeah, so I do have this on top right now. The only thing I don't like about this is the scent. The scent is disgusting, but I can look past that yet again because how juicy this is. I love these so much. Like all of the Friends ones are so good, but Rachel is just the one that stood out to me the most because of that clear glossy lip for the drugstore. Like I feel like drugstore like clear liquid lipsticks are so hard to find, and the one I was using was the Fenty one, you know, like the gloss bombs. I think it's in like Glass Slipper, and it's fine, but do you know when it does like that goopy thing, like this doesn't. It's just, oh yeah, it looks so juicy. Really recommend this. Obviously I love, the thing is, like, I'm like, I bought the collection, but I'm not like big on Friends anymore. Like I used to love it, but now I'm just like, watch. Do you know when you watch something back and you're like, what was I thinking? But the collection, obviously, if you're not a Friends collector or a lover, like it doesn't matter, it's just makeup. I really recommend the clear gloss. I mean, look at her, she's juicy. So yes, that was everything. Looking behind just to make sure. I had like dirty brushes I need to clean because obviously I've done this look beforehand. Yeah, that's it. I'm not going to say anything about a good year because I said that last year and look what happened. I'm not the blame for it, obviously, but yeah, hopefully, you know, 2021 brings us some peace, some joy, some love, all of that good stuff. If not, sad days as well, you know. People get sad, it's okay to be sad. Oh my god, so I have to mention this, like, watch Soul, okay? Like if you're having a really like hard time struggling with like life and the meaning of life, and you're like, what's the point, like why am I here, why do I do this, watch it. Like I cried so hard, but it's just the meaning for it, it's so powerful. Like it's so good. Like steal someone's Disney Plus or steal it for a month and then cancel it, whatever, just to watch Soul. Like so good. So yes, this is the finished look. Obviously don't forget to come back tomorrow because we're going to have this makeup look so you can see everything in use. Well, not everything, because I can only like stick to certain things because I can't use like 5 lip products on my lips. But yes, this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it.